Hello there, welcome back to another video. We've got a lot of interesting news to cover today, a lot of new rumors and supposed leaks about the new EA Star Wars game for 2021, as well as some speculation that I have about these rumors and what they could mean for this year's Star Wars game. As always, I'm going to remind you guys that this is the best place for you guys to get informed about these rumors and leaks, as well as official information when it surfaces. So if you enjoy Star Wars games and you want to be up to date with all the upcoming Star Wars games, please be sure to consider subscribing to this channel for future news and updates, as I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, let's get straight into the news. So as I say with all of my rumor videos, this is not official, so take all the information you're about to see with a huge grain of salt. So today's rumor is coming from, once again, the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit from a user called Orca, and this user is claiming to know about the upcoming Star Wars game that is being released by EA later this year. Now, they give us a few details here in this post about what the Star Wars game is. They say that it's been in development for over 2 years. It's a smaller project like Squadrons. It's a shooter, but I'm not confident if it's traditional first person or third person. It will release Q4 of 2021 for all major platforms except for the Switch. It's being developed on Unreal Engine 4. No idea when the trailer will drop. And that's all we get for the information in this post. So, like we usually see with a bunch of these posts, these details seem pretty, accurate, and it doesn't seem completely crazy for them to be somewhat true. But like I said, this is a leak, or a rumor, excuse me, and we do not know if this is true or false at the moment. So I looked into this user's profile, and I found that they recently posted the Knights of the Old Republic games being ported as a rumor earlier last week. I also looked at their account information, and this is a burner account. They've been active on Reddit for 4 days. And the reason why I think that this might have some interesting connections is because they posted this Knights of the Old Republic rumor that they're porting those games to the Switch and other consoles. I've posted a leak here so you guys can see it once again. I reported on this on my last video. But the reason why I'm bringing up this leak alongside the EA 2021 Star Wars game details is because this leak right here about the Knights of the Old Republic games being ported was actually also reported by another insider that is very credible with Star Wars leaks, Jordan Myson on Twitter. I might have butchered that name, but he said recently that he heard some fun game stuff this week, nothing huge or no real details. You know how the Jedi Knight games and Episode 1 Racer got ported, got console re-releases. I'm hearing that KOTOR 1 and 2 will get the same at this point this year. Jordan clarifies that this is a separate project from the Knights of the Old Republic remake that is going on, that is not being worked on by EA or BioWare, and that these re-releases are just basically straight up ports. So if we look at all this information at a wider spectrum, we have this leaker, Orca, who is posting these rumors about the upcoming KOTOR games getting a port, and then we have Jordan, an actual insider, saying that he's heard information about this being true. So I'm going to make I'm speculating from this point out in the video, because as for the news of the rumors, this is all we have. But I want to present you guys with an interesting theory that I have. If the KOTOR games are getting ported, and that is true from the leaker, from the rumor person from Orca on Reddit, and we have Jason on Twitter, then I think that this new Star Wars game information for 2021 could also be true. Like I said, it's a rumor with no official source, so I'm taking it as true or false at the moment. So once again, take everything you just heard with a big grain of salt and just let that digest a little bit, because now I want to get on to a big part of this video, which is a speculation of what this new Star Wars game could be. We know that it's a shooter, reportedly it's a shooter, and that it's being developed by EA, and it's going to be a smaller game like Squadrons. So what does that make me think of? Well, one of the largest things for Star Wars this year is the new Bad Batch animated series on Disney+. Now, I really could believe, I really am thinking here that this new game, if the rumors are true, that I would think that this could be maybe a Bad Batch video game. Now you say to yourself, now Sentry, that's great and all, but could you present me with any more information or reasoning why you think it could be a Bad Batch game? Yeah, I could. So we have the new animated series coming out. We don't know when. People are speculating that it's going to come out May the 4th or later in the summer. And if you ask me, I feel like that's true. But I think that this Bad Batch game could be like a reboot of the Republic Commando series, because the Bad Batch, you have the 4 members, and they well, 5 now with Echo, and they each have their own unique skill set and their own abilities and stuff like that. And so I feel like that really is reminiscent of Delta Squad in the Republic Commando games. So I feel like that could work out as sort of a spiritual successor, reboot, and reimagining of that game series. I don't know if they would ever make an Imperial Commando. I'd love to figure out what happened to Sev, but I'd be okay with this, with a Bad Batch video game. Now, another reason why I think that this could be a Bad Batch video game is because we do know from the rumor, if we're taking that information and we're going to assume that it's true based on the other rumor gaining a lot of traction and credibility from this other leaker, Jason, I'm going to say that, you know, the rumor, we see that it says that it's a first-person or third-person shooter being developed by DICE, right? So I've made a video about how DICE LA is working on a shooter. It's not, it is using the Frostbite engine, but it is not being worked on by DICE. It's worked by Vince Zampala's new team. And so we also know that that game is a new and original game. So it's not a part of an existing series. So it's not Battlefront 3, and it's not going to be, you know, Squadrons 2. So I feel like this could be a new Bad Batch game. And, you know, so far, everything to me seems like it's very possible, but you got to ask yourself, okay, so what about the story? When would we see the Bad Batch, and what would they be doing? And if you ask me, I feel like the story of the game would be like a prelude of what's going to happen in the TV show. Now, we know that, you know, in Clone Wars Season 7, the Bad Batch shows up and helps Rex and Anakin locate Echo and then eventually get the Separatists off of Anaxes. And so I feel like maybe this game could be like a, you know, a prologue to all that and what the Bad Batch was doing before the actual Clone Wars TV show, as well as the new Bad Batch series, because we know that the Bad Batch series is taking place after Order 66, or during Order 66, during the Rise of the Empire, because we have that scene of Palpatine giving his glory speech. And so I feel like this could be a game that takes place before all those events, basically telling us about the clones, showing them off at the you know, them training like we got in the Republic Commando game, as well as some of their first missions, developing the characters more and allowing us to get to know them more. I feel like that would be a great business opportunity. In my mind, I feel like a Bad Batch game would work beautifully. But there's also another piece to this theory that I have of why I feel like a Bad Batch game could already be in development. So once again, if we go back to the rumor that was on Reddit posted by Orca, we see that they mentioned the game has been in development for about roughly 2 years. And if we look at the date for the Clone Wars Season 7 trailer that officially unveiled the Bad Batch, we see that that was released at Star Wars Celebration in 2019. So we can assume that if that rumor's true, that we're getting this Bad Batch game and it's been in development for 2 years, then it would line up with Lucasfilm working on the, you know, Clone Wars Season 7 and introducing the Bad Batch in the animated series. So, I mean, I feel like it would make sense for them to start maybe working on a game at the same time. Now, again, this is speculation. This is a theory by me, so it's not confirmed, but I really think it's very possible that a Bad Batch game could be coming. I could see it being a smaller game, just having a single-player campaign, and maybe the multiplayer is just like an arena shooter, kind of like the original Republic Commando. It was a great game, and it had a great campaign and multiplayer, but it was not at the level of like Battlefront 2 in terms of content. But yeah, that's my theory about why I think we could be getting a Bad Batch-inspired video game, sort of like Republic Commando. What do you guys think about this theory and all the clues and things that I brought up, the points that I brought up? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this theory of mine. And would you guys like a Bad Batch video game? Because I think it could work out really well as a reboot of the Republic Commando games, and I really feel like it could be a really good game. But with that, I'm going to end this video, guys. If you're new to the channel once again and enjoy Star Wars gaming news, as well as Star Wars games in general, consider subscribing. I appreciate all the support, and with that, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Do it. Do it. Do it. I am the Senate. Do it. Do it.